But now the question I was gonna ask is like, okay, let's say like y'all like a date or two or whatever, and like whatever, you know, however, and it takes for you to be at this point. You know, you got somebody at your house, and like you want to like move forward. I guess depending on him, like how he's coming, may determine how far y'all go. Mm-hmm. But like, how do you think? I guess like say some hints that women do, and also like what do you think is too much in that aspect where you kind of invite them in, mm-hmm. but it's like there's still obviously got to be some level of aggression. So like, what do you think is too much at that point?
How soon should he whip his dick out? That's what we asking. That's what he really asking. He rolled it out slow, but really he's saying how soon should a nigga pull his dick out?
You know,
it's the truth, because at some point he's gonna pull it.
If y'all cuddling on the couch, right, body to body, mm-hmm. if y'all drinking, mm-hmm. smoking, whatever y'all doing, mm-hmm. watching your movie or Netflix on, but y'all ain't even watching the movie, y'all just touching each other's mm-hmm. nasty parts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
You see what happens, but be confident in your shit. Like if you don't be whipping out no little. Don't whip it out like it's a badge of honor, and then it's like.
So what do you think? Okay, this is my question, because I don't relate. But I want to know, if we talking about a dude who's dealing with something that's average or like on the smaller end, is there a proper way of pulling out a smaller dick?
Boy Yates from Atlanta, aka Wakanda.
Girl from Portland, Oregon, you already know.
When you deal with so much, it's easy to feel like this is all there is.
A man is somebody who admits that they're wrong and builds on that and grows from that.
Yes, sir. Back at it again. Back at it like a crack addict. Drunk Tours podcast in the building. It's your boy Yates from Atlanta, aka Wakanda.
And I'm my other host, Jarrell from City of Roses. You already know.
City of Roses, man. Today we have a special guest, the illustrious Miss Indigo.
Now I gotta think of another word in illustrious.
You know, man, it's a good word. Man.
It is a good word.
The amazing Miss Indigo.
Hi everyone. Hi.
What we talking about today, bro?
Alright, so today we brought Indigo on to kind of help us, conversate about a topic that we kind of touched a little bit earlier in our season, but we're going to revisit it now that we have a woman's opinion. The question is how aggressive is what's too aggressive in a man's approach as far as like talking to you, like coming to talk to you for the first time, and just like to that point where you're about to get intimate, like, you know, you might be at the house watching TV, like what do you think is like too aggressive, and like what's like an example that you think like?
Okay, well I got a really current one, funny enough.
Buddy, you fucked up.
I go to the gym quite a bit, and the last 2 times I went to the gym, a guy trapped me in my parking spot with his car.
Oh, wow.
So that I couldn't get out. Right?
Right.
And it was the whole, hey, give me your number and I'll pull off. Like, give me something and I will leave. And I was just thinking.
You got extorted.
Fuck, right. Fuck, I gotta stop coming to this goddamn gym. But that's too aggressive.
What you do?
I got in my car trying to. Oh my God.
Yeah. I ain't shit napkin. But did you like?
What I do?
Yeah. Did you give him a number?
No. I just was like, you're really not gonna move your fucking car. I typically get really aggressive too because, like you said, that is very rapey. That is very alert. So you're gonna get my number by. Basically necessary.
Right. Here took the Malcolm X approach for the number.
So that is definitely too aggressive when you're a complete stranger.
If you would have liked them, would that have been different?
No, because again, you are still a stranger and you're trapping me in my parking space.
You know, it's crazy.
What if he had a nice car and he was fine?
I wasn't in that scenario.
But I'm just saying, I know you wasn't in that scenario, but I'm saying
Lamborghini pull up, trap you.
Yeah, and he was fine.
Hop out, suave.
But I'm still cautious because I feel like again that's still
It's still rapey.
That is scary.
Very,
regardless if you're attractive.
I'm not
condoning it.
Yeah, I'm not condoning and denouncing it. I'm just asking you a simple question. Mm-hmm. Would have you responded different if it was?
I probably would have paused, but I would have been too scared. I'm scary.
Yeah, okay.
Because I do a lot of shit alone anyway. So it's like.
We might have to make that a social experiment on TikTok.
Nah, that'd be interesting.
Just have like a nice ass car and just go trap people in there and do another one with like just like a random like.
I'm sure it'll work with some, but if it's like 10 after 10 o'clock, again, it's dark out. This parking lot is like empty. There's nobody around, so you could really just snatch me.
Yeah, no, that's hella weird. I forgot to picture that part that you did say it was 10 o'clock.
That's intimidating.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
But I still stand on the fact that like rules are not across the board. Because if you fuck with somebody, if you like somebody, like you don't even gotta know them or anything. Like if you are interested in somebody, like shit is different. Like it's completely different. Like one dude could walk up to you like, give me a number. You like, hell nah. Then another nigga do it. You like, you aggressive. It's just depending on who it is.
But I think I agree. But the attention got to be there too. Like if it is more on some, I'm just hostile with it, and you gonna either give me a number or not, and then it's a fuck you bitch and all that. That's much. Like you a little boy. This is.
But how did that? And the thing is, after that, how can you trust a person after they act like that anyway? So after you kind of be like fuck you, and it's like okay, what do you think if she does give you a number, you think she's gonna trust you on the level like after you see how?
Look at what you do. You probably do this a lot. You too comfortable.
And then how aggressive are they gonna be like sexually? Like even if let's say I go on dates, cool or whatever, you get in private. You probably gonna have the same approach. Like, you want me to leave your house? You gotta keep it
so that's different. If we're dating, we out on a day, everything is going nice, and if that's what we want to do, we adults.
No, I'm saying, but he might want to do it and you might not. But if this worked last time,
but if you don't want to do it, you just shouldn't go on the date. That's what I've learned with men. Don't let that man spend his money if you don't want to do nothing.
Okay, now I'm interested in the conversation. So you saying, if you don't want to fuck this man, you shouldn't go on a date with him?
I don't think you should. Because they end up hating you afterwards. I've been there. I done went on dates, got all super duper cute, had a great time. They were like, okay, I'm going home.
That was the first mistake. You got super duper cute.
I'm going home.
You start visualizing after that.
And man be mad. Like, so you really, we did all that, or I spent all this, and I wanted to show you such a good time. And
where you go?
It just depends.
No, I'm saying when a nigga said that, where did he take you? Because I can't really picture like being mad that
spending all that kind of money.
Yeah, because unless the only way I can see a man being mad is if you decided all of the locations. So if you were like, hey, we in Miami, I want to go to Komodo. I know this bill gonna come up to like $1,000 at the end of the day because I'm gonna order all these 1942 shots and stuff, and then you like, okay, I'm going home. Then I can see how dude would be like, man, it's kind of fucked up.
But no, it's not. What I've learned is you don't even have to spend a whole lot of money if they want it. If they want it already, regardless if he always. No, some of them just are like, and some of them I've had a guy tell me straight up, come to the crib, and I remember going, I don't know you, so why would I come to your crib? That shouldn't be our first
interaction, right?
And he was just like, listen, I don't want to waste. He just told me straight up, I don't want to waste no time spending no money on you just for me not like you later.
Where are you meeting these niggas?
I don't really meet them like that. It's just more of a,
My thing is he could be in person. Social media is always gonna be a nigga like that.
Yeah, but
some people be like, but if you need to meet him at the library, well, you think a nigga at the library ain't gonna be a slime ball? Like, you know what I mean?
No, it's not.
You know people like that?
What? That just like come to the crib. Like I've said that before.
No, I'm saying, yeah, well, right, but you.
I wouldn't tell her like I don't want to spend no money on you.
That's what I'm saying.
I would never.
But
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to spend no money because I don't know if I'm gonna like you. And I remember thinking
that's disrespectful.
That's what I'm talking about.
I remember
you know anybody like that?
Hell no.
That's what
I only kick it with niggas that's smooth. And none of my.
That's weird. That's
but all
weird.
that tells me is you've been out on dates with girls who are probably. They have a standard or whatever, and you spent this money and you had these expectations, and when those expectations wasn't met, your ego was hurt. You was like,
that's a fact.
So you were hurt, and that's why you coming at me defensively, and I'm laughing because I'm like, I don't know you, and I don't care about this conversation.
I don't have an issue with somebody like saying what they think. You know what I mean? But it's weird when when you almost like what in what world is that attractive?
Like, what are you ever going to gain saying that?
Yeah, it's almost like, do you really want this to work? Because don't get me wrong, like girls will go for whatever.
It's how you say it though.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like that's not a setup to win.
Yeah.
Like it's different being like, you know, hey, like how could you play that one? Like
I
would just be like,
money is tight right now for me.
I'd just be like, I wouldn't even tell her that because then you already like put. I would just be like, yo, I don't feel like going out tonight. The weather's kind of whatever. Like, you know, it's cold. Like, I'm trying to just kick it tonight. You trying to pull up? Like,
I was just saying something like, hey, you know, like when I first met you, I first got your number. I really wanted to talk to you more. I wanted to kind of get in your mind. I want to be able to speak to you. If we're going out, it's gonna be loud, distractions. I love to just spend a little time with you. You know, either we can go grab a coffee. Or you could. Why don't you just come over here? Like you hopefully you trust me. Hopefully my vibe doesn't give off anything creepy. Why don't you just come over and we go from there?
I still don't want to go to your house though. You know, your first time meeting.
That's wise.
Yeah. No, it's just
very wise.
And if she doesn't bite on that, then she never wanted to do like that anyway. But if she was somebody who was kind of like,
I mean, a slide is gonna be like, all right,
yeah,
okay, I'm ready. I'll pull up. But
I'm saying, if you're looking for a girl who just gonna pull up to fuck anyway, before you trying to spend some money, you gonna have to play it that way.
Yeah, but but I'm saying, like, even if that was a girl who don't even move like that, but just the fact that you said it like that, if she was if that was an option possibly for her, obviously if she got it made up in her mind, she's not gonna go.
Right.
She's not gonna go. But if she already kind of like, depending on how you play his cards, is gonna determine if I go over there, then you're gonna be good 100% every time if you're moving like that. Like, versus like, yeah, I don't want to spend shit on you. Just pull up. She's gonna be like, what do you want to do? Because you probably don't care if you please me. Then that's the type of attitude you probably got. So
that's kind of weird. I can just I can't imagine niggas not being more player than that. And you sound like you deal with that a lot.
I don't deal with it a lot, but
because you just said niggas are like this.
I got 29 years in now, so it's like I've had men approach me and give me business cards and offer to take me to, you know,
so I gotta
get coffee and all that, and sushi and stuff. Or they'll say, that's mostly white men, which is interesting, but I don't really care for the swirl. No shade. I love black men, the swirl. I like black men too much. That's my preference. So even though
she said white dudes usually approach her like
that.
I know, but she said a squirrel.
Swirl. She said squirrel. He goes long.
I was trying to figure out,
trying to get her neck.
I was trying to think about a picture of a white person.
I'm too goofy. So if it's
you gonna laugh.
I'm alive. And I hate that. And it's not even about it being average. I'm talking about small.
I'd jump off a bridge. That would hurt so bad. I mean, I guess you would know though. You probably be used to it.
I wonder if they just. It's not like I really want to know, but I wonder if there's if there's a average small dick size for rapists or pedo.
That makes sense.
I wonder if a lot of they don't really say nothing. I wonder if a lot of high percent rapist dudes if small dick was a synopsis for all of them.
Yeah, it's a common denominator.
Yeah.
Or a serial killer. Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's kind of once a girl kind of got you on that ha ha ha, it's like on that movies that prom, but the first prom movie or something, the girl's clown the dude, because he couldn't get none, so then he goes and kills him. You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm saying obviously that's a high level of a serial killer, but I'm saying there's different levels of how you treat people after that, after you go through that type of rejection. So you think some of the dudes that probably act like that after a woman's probably you can't really please me like that. At that point he's probably well, I'm never gonna be good with the ladies because it's starting to be a common thing. At that point it's if he wants to have some type of dominance over ladies, he gonna have to be rich or he gonna take it physically or something.
Yeah, those they get real big. A lot of them bodybuilders why they get so big.
Well, I don't.
But back to the question though.
That's the thing. How could? Because this is my theory. Because we be arguing about this sometimes. Not really arguing, but we be arguing. My whole belief was once you start kissing hard, go ahead and pull it out.
Yeah, y'all are adults. Y'all are doing.
I think that's a bit premature.
It's not. Cause
right on time.
If me and you are we sucking face. And we aggressively hunching. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, whatever. It's we So
Cause
why?
he ready to go. He ready to get out.
I've done some extreme hunching and the girl wasn't ready. Like,
No, that's fair. But that's the thing. Once you pull it out, it can go either way. It never go. I never had to go bad where a girl felt disrespected. Like either they gonna be like, wow. Already.
They didn't feel disrespected, but how did you feel putting your dick away?
I was cool because I knew he was gonna come right back out. Like, cause now it's already like.
There's gotta be some type of shame where you like, all right, little nigga, you ain't twice talking.
Nah, cause look, this is the thing. You gonna go right back to kissing. So it's already.
But you know it ain't going nowhere though.
No, it always goes.
But again,
It's
I'm
not always.
I ain't never.
Majority of the time for me, once it came out, it's gonna happen.
As a woman, if I'm in a situation like that where we getting hot and heavy, in my mind, oh shit, rev me the fuck.
Yeah.
I'm an oven, so I do gotta get preheated. Y'all can't just go ding, but go ahead. Go ahead and warm it up.
It's more so just
And
establish.
then whip it out. And they're just like,
that is more my time. I feel like I like the thing
then whip it out. But if I give you a peck real quick and then I turn around and the next minute, you know.
You ain't gonna be turning around. See, I had a whole process. It was like you go from the butt, and then you do the whole start to pull down. They feel you pulling down, then you grab the hand, boom. Now you're like, wow. And if they don't go like this,
it's like the Desi Bank shit. Like you did it. Like how the Desi Bank shit is. Like that's how I feel about it. It's like I think it's like a step by step, and I feel like me personally, I think I like to mirror the woman, like, and that kind of lets me know like I'm a follower, she follows. So if I'm kissing, she's kissing. Like if I start rubbing like her ass or something like that, she let me. It's like okay, and then she might start rubbing like like my stomach or something.
Yeah,
then it's like if I pull her pants down, then I'll take my pants.
But that's
down.
the sexual chemistry.
Yeah,
so
it's like then if she lets me pull her pants down, then that's like I'm like okay, now I can pull my dick out.
I get
that's fair. That's fair.
I understand that.
My way became my way because I had a girl straight up tell me no before. And so I was like, all right. And I was just gonna go jerk off because I was staying over there that night, right? So I was like, man, because I had told her she was a little older than me. This was like probably the second date or something, and we had been drinking a little bit, and I was on her head, but she was not going for nothing. So I'm thinking like, this about to turn and so we kissing and stuff. I go for it. And she like, nah, I ain't pull it out. I'm just trying to go at her. So she like, nah. So I'm like, cool. So I roll over. I'm just like, I gotta get this nut out of me. Cause this is the second or the third day. I was like, this is the last time I'm gonna see you.
I already know this.
It's over with. So I started masturbating or whatever. And she was just like, are you dead serious? I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't care no more. Cause in my head, I'm like, we never gonna see each other. I'm gonna get this out, go to sleep. And then that's it. And then she looked down and she's like, you got a condom? I was like, what? So I had already before then always whipped it out, but after that I've sped up the process because then it was just like a lot of girls be wanting you to be aggressive like that because now they have the option to either be like yes or no, and it's no longer no like guessing game of are we there? Is it gonna? Because even if they put it like when I was saying I'll put their hand on it or whatever, even if they be like stop and they put it back up, it's like all right, it's not weird because it's like we gonna stay at whatever pace.
It wasn't like a hard no quite like
exactly, and we just gonna slow build to it like you were saying. But now you already know what time I'm ready for it. Yeah. So if we do keep going, either you gonna be like I need to go home. Or you gonna be like, we gonna keep, it's just gonna build there.
Have you ever like had an experience where you like chill came over a dude's house or you came over and then like he tried to get like to that next level like fucking around and you turned him down and then but y'all kept kicking it but the rest of the night was just like awkward as fuck?
No.
Like you ain't never had.
I mean, I've been in situations where it's like you want it to happen, but something just not vibing. Like it needs to vibe, even if it is a lot of touching and all that, even kissing and all that. And it's like, okay, I don't felt the wood. I know we packing or whatever. That's nice, but for whatever reason, it's like nah.
Just ain't there.
But I'm the type I'm gonna go home.
Right.
Like either I'm gonna go home when you taking me home.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't.
Well, that's good. You ain't had no dude just like after just be like, just like all of a sudden now you're like I'm thirsty. He's like, oh, there's some water in there. Before he was all like, let me get you water.
Nah, that's real.
I think you learn that you know, you should probably learn the type of person you're dealing with first. Because if you're gonna get that energy, all because you don't want to give up no cat, then
But I do think it's important for men to go ahead and see what it is so you can make a choice. Because a lot of dudes, like you were saying, who hate you is because they feel in their mind, they were telling themselves, oh, this about to happen, this about to happen, this about to happen. And then when it keep not happening, when in their mind they feel like it should have happened, now they all
That's why I stopped again. That's why I stopped going on dates with dudes that I don't, because again, I've had guys say, oh, it was so great. Like in their mind, the date went amazing, and for me, I'm like, nigga, we had
so much fun.
very mediocre conversation. Not nothing that made me.
You had a good day? Oh man,
what are you gonna say that with any girl?
Great question.
Hey, nigga, you could have caught a flat tire over there, ran out of gas, forgot the ball at home. He's like, I don't know about you, but I had fun.
I can't stand y'all. Y'all like it's
for real.
It's just
nigga called the homies up. Boy, man.
I stopped doing that because I just realized guys don't.
You didn't leave.
They felt the way.
Now you didn't like before, these particular dudes that you dealt with that in a situation, like in your mind there wasn't any kind of like clouded like teasing like that there could potentially be more.
No, for me, I'm pretty blunt, I'm pretty direct. So
you was like, we're not fucking tonight. Did you say that?
No, it wasn't like that. It's more like a girl
like that. I had a girl that she said,
that's what the one girl
she's like, I'll come over. She's like, but we're not gonna do nothing.
No, again, it's not. I've never been over a dude's house and then told him, no, you're not getting no pussy. Like, that's not my energy. Because why would I come to your house late night? You see what I'm saying?
Whoever come
on that late night shit. You're right. So I'm
like,
especially
the way you just said it, you ain't getting no pussy.
You know that, right? So I'm like, I'm not about to come with you like that. But again, when it comes to like the first or second dates, I've gone on either 2 or 3 dates with guys that I know I'm not giving no pussy to.
Yeah.
But if I don't mind good company. Sometimes you just want company. I done had told niggas, look, I can pay for my half of the meal. You ain't gotta feel away. I can pay for my shit. You know what I'm saying?
If it's gonna come with you being weird as fuck.
Right. We can go nuts.
Like, please let me give her my meal if you're gonna think about killing me on the way back.
What do you need? You wanna go home?
And that's another reason too why I like to drive my car everywhere. Like I don't really like.
What about like the bar people dudes buying you drinks? How you feel about like taking drinks in the club? Like, do you ever have issues with that? Because a lot of women, like me and my homegirl just talking about this the other day. Like, once a nigga buy you a drink in the club, it's like,
he feels like he owns
for
you.
at least 2 hours in this motherfucker.
And a drink? That's crazy. He just stay by you.
They'll just stay, or they'll hover around and follow you.
These drinks $20, man.
No, for real, I've had that happen too. So that's relatable. But
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I've had guys buy drinks for me and my nigga.
I had that.
Yeah, like
girls bring drink the nigga about.
And then I go find my man and go, here we go.
Niggas just be staring at you like
I'm ready to fight.
You see the nigga twitching at the bar.
So I've done that.
I learned that at an early age. Even when I used to go to like underage dance clubs, like when you was
I didn't do none of that. My mom
like I did like when I was like
no teen club, none of that.
Yeah, when I used to go to like the teen clubs, like even then we didn't have the drink obviously, so you couldn't get a girl to drink, but you would go up and be like, yo, you want to dance, like whoop or whatever, or just try to get up on her, like and even back then like niggas would dance with the chick, and after he danced her a couple songs, like they take a little break and he'll just kind of hover around.
Yeah,
like,
stay right beside.
He'll just try to dance with her, like he'll try to like dance with her all night, won't let no other nigga dance with her. So I feel like I tried. So I feel like when I was young, like I did that, and once I noticed like girls went into that, I had to learn, like you know what I'm saying, like you gotta get
unless she likes you.
And then also at the same time, I was like, man, I'm about to go get some more numbers. I ain't finna just crowd with you. Like now I got your number, I'm gonna go to the far side of the club, and go do it with somebody else.
That's like, funny because back then you try to see how many dances you can get. Like, I got 23 dances. She was going crazy.
Again, my mom, I grew up in a strict house. She ain't play none of that. I didn't go to no team clubs.
That was the best. Honestly, God, those days were probably better than like all the sections and all that. Like the teen club days, like you remember the twerk teams?
Yeah, I mean we didn't have them like that when I was
I
remember seeing like I didn't know about twerk team until like MySpace. I remember they started getting on the internet, and I was like, that shit was like porn as a kid.
Man, that's when it really was on some like you want to hover around because they will be about to like start like certain. So you be like 99 to the 2000. You be like, oh shit.
When that Uncle Luke come on,
You just want to be
everybody
close by because they would just grab the closest nigga and then they like lay him on the ground and all the bitches like. So all the niggas be just standing there like this and slowly creeping. Niggas be trying to bump other niggas. That was a funny time.
Yeah. Fun times for you guys.
You would have flourished, man. That was because you Caribbean too.
No, well, a little bit, but it's just but due to blood. It's not because I was brought up in it. I didn't really get into the scene until I was like older. Yeah. Then I was like, I love it here, but now it's too much. It's too chattery. Too beer chattery with the men. The men gossip more than the women. I do not like a man that gossip and run his mouth. Nigga, go get something I need. What are you talking about?
We gonna go into that.
I don't like that.
We gonna go right into that, but we're gonna close it out because we ain't gonna stretch it out too long. So before we get up out of here, why don't you give them your social media?
Indigo is Love on Instagram, or you can follow my business page, Rest Mobile Massage. And
we'll have it all below, and you already know to follow us at Drunk Tours Podcast on everything. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to family.